YouTube, what's good? Welcome back to another live commentary. In this video, we're going to be talking about rapid-fire fusion rifles, specifically the iterative loop. And if you're like me, you're like, Bungie, why would you buff fusion rifles?
Fuck you, that's why!
So that's right, rapid-fire fusion rifles are going to be doing more damage, and to be honest, from my experience, I was already dying to them a little bit inside of Trials of Osiris. They didn't seem that bad. Here on the screen, I'm going to show you the roll that I'm using on my iterative loop. As usual, when it comes to fusion rifles, you want to buff off the recoil direction as much as possible, and then the perks, I'll go into detail for everything. But yeah, now with this buff, I definitely expect to see fusion rifles become a lot more popular. The rapid fires are just easier because you charge them really fast, which means you don't have to have like that sense of like prediction of where the enemy is going to move. You just look at them, hold on the trigger, and then boom, the blast is gone. So the reason why we want recoil direction on the fusion rifle is so that our bolts go, vertical as much as possible, and all of our shots actually register on the target. The more bolts we have on target, the higher likelihood we actually get a one-shot kill. Pretty simple to understand. On this one, I went with arrowhead break, counterbalance stock. Can't go wrong with those options. Now, normally, I believe plenty of people would prefer to invest into... Oh, that's really bad. Why did they spawn two there? Anyways, normally people like to invest into stability on their fusion rifles, and I do as well, just to increase that stability so that all your bolts can actually hit a target even if they're further away. The thing is, we have an S tier perk on this fusion rifle called Under Pressure that actually makes it so that you don't have to spec into range all the way through, or stability I should say, apologies. Now with that granted stability from Under Pressure, we can actually focus on putting more range on the fusion rifle so that we can snipe players from a further distance. Now the perk that I'm referring to being S tier, Under Pressure, always procs when you're playing Crucible, as you only have 2 shots when you spawn in, and that's all you need in order for the perk to activate, right? Right, so with Under Pressure we can actually boost the stability and the accuracy of the fusion rifle by a ton, so much so that, wow, it is kind of like a mandatory option or, perk to have on the weapon. Uh-oh. Help me. Thank you. I was getting pushed from 2 sides. I was stuck there. Now there's another S tier perk on fusion rifles you can go with, like the Firmly Planted perk, which Lightly Suspect can actually get that perk. If you don't want to torture yourself and grind for the Neomuna fusion rifle, don't worry. The Witch Queen Likely Suspect is actually really solid as well. So honorable mention right there. Let's see if we can slide at somebody here. And that takes me to the next part of this fusion rifle roll, which is Kickstart. Oh my god. If it wasn't already nasty to use this fusion rifle as it is, Kickstart takes it to a whole nother level. So with Kickstart, as you're sprinting and you slide during that frame, your fusion rifle shoots faster. I know. Faster? Even more? Like, come on, it already shoots so fast. And exactly my thoughts. On top of that, the greatest benefit is not actually the charge rate. In my opinion, it's the bonus damage you get. So that's going to help our fusion rifle be even more consistent at range. I might even dare challenge him. Let's see if he gets back inside. Looking for radar pings. Oh, he's fast. And the Behemoth Titan is going to let me down, so I'm not even going to chase him down. Thank you, teammates, for the help. Oh, I got that fusion rifle kill. Nice. I'm going to jump down for the ammo real quick. one down. Unfortunately, I can't help you with the zone over there. I will try my best to make my way over there. Doesn't seem like it was the right play at the right time. Now, combining under pressure with kickstart, you end up with a fusion rifle that is pretty much meta. Like, it doesn't get better than this. Kickstart definitely takes some practice. I know a lot of people have to practice the art of sliding and, you know, getting that timing down with the fusion rifle. But don't worry, I do have another perk recommendation for you, just in case you want to use a fusion rifle, but you just quite can't utilize the kickstart perk. You're more of a sit back, walk back type of player. Oh. And for that reason, I'm going to recommend another perk in the last column. Now, under pressure, I think it's mandatory. You definitely need it. You should use it. Nothing else can I recommend. If you're not going to use under pressure, might as well don't use it. Now, in the last column, the perk that I'm talking about is Elemental Capacitor. So the beautiful thing about this mod is that, you know, it changes depending on what subclass you're using. If you have Arc, you have increased handling. You can play really fast with this fusion rifle, right? It'll help you swap weapons really, really quickly. You can also go Void, as it's going to buff your stability and make it even more of a laser beam. So that's definitely an option to consider.
I haven't a clue what's going on here, but I'll act like I do.
Hello. Have to be careful with the long-range players. Oh, I didn't get the slide. That's fine. We have to focus up a little bit more so we can secure this W. Hold it down a little bit. Okay, what kind of time fight is this? Oh my god. I need some help. And here we are on B zone, attempting to regain control of the map. Can't get that power ammo, which is fine. Take that player down. Crispy lightning grenade. That's another one down. Let's see if we can collect some special ammo as we play. And right, the messenger is definitely putting in some work. A fair weapon to combine with the fusion rifle. Let's do a little bit of ice here, as there's another player attempting to push me. And I can go for more kills, but I think the zone is going to be the priority here. Oh, I'm dead. We'll talk more next game. So last match, I gave you a recommendation on what to use on the fusion rifle. And I even recommended a different option in case you couldn't get this one. There's also another honorable mention I can give you, and that's Zealot's Reward. Maybe you have it in your vault. It's a pretty old fusion rifle, but something about it is kind of wild. It feels so good to use. I personally do like that one. We'll block off that path and see if we can get a 1v1 here. Oh, get me out of that ice. So on this build, I'm using Antaeus Wards, which is arguably one of the better exotics to use on a fusion rifle, especially for the combo that we're doing, where we sprint and slide. Oh, why there's so many here? Oh my god. Let's try to find somebody else to fight. I'm gonna throw some ice over there. I'm gonna use a pulse rifle at a distance here. And just like that, we have control to the zone. I'm not quite sure how many of them are sitting at the back just yet. There's a couple there. Let's rotate back. Yeah, so as I was saying, you sprint slide, you get a little overshield, you can deflect a lot of things. You can deflect sniper bullets, you can deflect even some supers like a blade barrage. It gets pretty wild, to be honest, man. I think it takes quite a bit of practice, because personally, I am trash with Antaeus Ward. At least I think I am. I struggle to get the whole timing down on when to use the shield. It's just too risky for my type of playstyle. It's too risky. It's like I'm going in there hoping that the shield is going to allow me to just run in like a maniac and safely be able to survive afterwards. Oh. As for the rest of the build, I'm really just using something for fun. I'm using the Cryoclasm Behemoth slide, so that combined with my Antaeus wards, I get a super slide helping me close the gap on players pretty effectively. He was occupied with someone else. For the rest of the kit, I don't really care too much. I just wanted the slide, to be honest. I don't think I would recommend using this combo inside of Trials of Osiris. 6v6 is fine. Lower MMR lobbies is okay as well. The thing with Behemoth and Trials is that you need a super to win the game, right? Most of the time. And with Behemoth, you just don't get it. They have a Well of Radiance, so instead of playing C, we're just going to focus our efforts onto a different zone. Patient with this push. Let's see if we can run at this guy together. Thank you for the help. If you're curious whether or not I'm going to continue to use this fusion rifle, it's not my playstyle. I would rather just, you know, take my chances, lose the game using the guns that I like using for fun, than to, you know, have to utilize the hyper meta fusion rifles to compete. Alright, so IFrostBolt more of a threat than the guy on the Wall of Radiance super. Gotcha. Whew, barely got away. Put some ice there. Just buy me some time. There we go, crispy range. And that kickstart bonus damage. You can really see it. He's weak. Nice. You saw the slide right there. That definitely is a decent way to counter fusion rifles, but it doesn't always work. I would say it's much easier to bait a fusion rifle shot and outplay it if the player's on M and K. So really your biggest threat is going to be the players on the controller input. We'll put a barricade. I hope they take the bait. I hope they take the bait. Ouch. Oh, of course, another solo super. Trying to find the lone wolves. Ah, someone yoinked that. Don't mind me, I'm still running around. Like the classic tie-in that I am. Okay, nice super. We might see a blade barrage. And that is game over. Anyways, that's pretty much it for me. Thank you for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.